Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel. You're listening to
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are no operators standing by. I am it.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan or plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Yes, of course, we are celebrating today, as we do every day on Ron Siegel Radio, National Carbonated Beverage Day with Caffeine, National Play Monopoly Day, International Men's Day. Okay. Maybe can we just skip to tomorrow when it's National Peanut Butter Fudge Day? I mean, let's just get started a little bit early on that one, so we'll stick right there. What's happening in the markets today? We watch those every day for you. I don't know if we really even want to be watching the markets right now. They are a little bit scary if you're a market investor. Dow Jones Industrial Average, yes, it is plummeting once again. It seems like it's a daily report that the market seems to be plummeting, down 424 points as we speak. NASDAQ down 192 points. S&P 500 down 45 points. Oil is down. Are we getting a theme here? It seems like everything that we're talking about is down on the market. I bet we can always find something that's going up. I guess if we're looking at gas prices in the state of confusion, we might find an increase. Most of the country, no, they're not getting increased in gas prices. But, hey, here in the state of confusion, we like high gas prices. National average of a gallon of gasoline, $2.62.4. Right here in the state of confusion, we are $1.02 a gallon higher than the rest of the country's average, $3.64.2. Yeah, $2.26.7 is the cost of gasoline. Delaware, $2.27.9 today, $2.27.9. Let's see if we can figure out where it is that we get the $2.26 gasoline. Probably going to be some small state that does not produce any kind of oil, just the way it seems to be running lately. Oh, I guess it isn't a small state. It's Missouri, $2.26.7. What's that, $1.40 a gallon less than we're paying in the state of confusion? It is what it is. I guess we just keep on getting what we vote for.
What it is.
The 10-year Treasuries, we're going to talk more about the mortgage-backed securities in a little bit, but the U.S. 10-year Treasury down about 4 basis points. We're at 3.07. We'll talk about why that continues to drop. What is causing the drop in that 10-year Treasury? The bond is going up. There is a big bond surge. Why is that happening? Well, why is that going that way? Why are the bonds continuing to jump? Well, might have had some conversation from the Vice President of the United States, may have had something to do with that. But I will chat with you about that in just a little bit. We'll get to that topic. What else is going on in the news? Let's see if we can find any other good issues for us. Nissan, they've got a bit of a problem right there. How about their CEO being arrested? Apple stock, it continues to dive after having that great quarter. Amazing. Tim Cook says that tech regulation is inevitable. It's amazing, and I wonder why that would be. You get a lot of young folk who are running these tech companies, and you wonder maybe that's part of the issue. Not that the companies can't be run by young folk. It's just that they don't have the experience. You listen to what's going on just at Facebook alone. And Zuckerberg is out there blaming Sheryl Sandberg for the problems they have. Doesn't work that way. You're the CEO. You got to take responsibility. You can't kick your lieutenants under the bus. Just not the way it works. Little news from the weekend. Florida governor race, it may finally be over. Democrat candidate for governor Andrew Gillum officially conceded on Saturday to Republican Ron DeSantis 2 days after a machine recount ended. Wonder where he was. I guess he must have been lost for those 2 days. The machine recount had DeSantis still leading by over 3,000 votes. The Tallahassee mayor candidate congratulated DeSantis on becoming the next governor. In a Facebook video, Gillum didn't say what his plans for the future are, but told his supporters to stay tuned. DeSantis responded on Twitter saying this was a hard-fought campaign. Now it's time to bring Florida together. Gillum conceded on election night, but retracted it after the margin of votes between him and DeSantis shrunk within the level of legally required recount. President Trump saw for himself on Saturday the ravages of California's deadly wildfires that have killed 76 people and potentially left more than 1,000 missing. That number keeps jumping on a regular basis. Touring the state of confusion, or the city of Paradise, a town all but leveled by the Camp Fire in Northern California, the president viewed the charred remains of burned-out homes during a visit accompanied by Governor Jerry Brown, Governor-elect Gavin Newsom. Afterward, the president stressed common ground on how to approach the forest fire problem, marking a change of tone to his previous criticism of the state's Democrat leaders. I think we're all on the same path. We do have to do management maintenance. We'll be working with the environmental groups, the president told reporters. I think everybody's seen the light, and I don't think we'll have this again to this extent. Big question mark. I think all of us would like to see some controls put in, some management, find out why is it that all of a sudden we're having all of these forest fires. And we've always had the forest fires, but never to this extent. Why would that be? Well, I think maybe we haven't done the maintenance that we need to. Maybe we'll finally start getting back to that part of what's needed. Right? I mean, the maintenance of the forest, if you talk to any of the fire chiefs, the fire commanders, they'll tell you that, we can't control the forest fires. That is nature. We've had them forever. But you know something? Maybe some of the underbrush, maybe some of the dead trees, we might be able to help ourselves. If we continue on this path where we do nothing, well, it's kind of like our politics in California. You get what you sow, right? If you don't want to have the same thing over and over again, don't keep voting for the same thing over and over again. That's the issue right there. I'm going to share with you later in the broadcast. There's a lot of things going on. But hey, bottom line is we have got to start looking out for ourselves. When you think about the technological advances we've made over the last decades, why are we having these problems? We put in procedures so that we can protect ourselves or try to protect ourselves from earthquakes. Yet we know that we've got the technology to protect ourselves from fires at residences. You have a swimming pool. Why don't you have some sort of a water spout out of the swimming pool that'll automatically start spraying water all over your home? Now, I know you got to put in the generators and whatnot because they are talking about shutting down some power plants. But you know something? There's other parts of the country where we do have to have generators, where people have to look out for themselves, neighbor looking out for neighbor. Maybe we're going to get to the point eventually that we'll realize that that's not just in one area, that there are other places where we have to start looking out for one another. The fires are a big issue. But you know something? If we do nothing, we can't complain about the continuation of these problems that we're having. Just a thought there. The home builder confidence sees the steepest slide since 2014 as housing headwinds catch up. We've talked a little bit about this. What is the issue with housing? Or should we be buying houses now? Should we be selling now? What's the issue? Well, got higher interest rates on the horizon, that we know, although today we are seeing interest rates down a little bit. But we're also seeing some of the geopolitical effects. I guess we better chat about that as well. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, reasons to list your house this fall. We're going to chat about it. We'll also get into this. We've got a whole host on good topics today. Some Black Friday tips and tricks. How to get financially fit with one of the most common or popular items that we talk about on Ron Siegel Radio. Financial fitness. What are you doing about it? What do you know about it? A lot of people just continue on doing what they're doing and don't realize you have options. Well, what are the options? We're going to talk about that. And we'll see about that mortgage minute. I told you we're going to chat a little bit about why the market is doing what it's doing, how long you have to take advantage of it, all that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Connect with us, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio, on Twitter, @Ron Siegel. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Did you know that banks and credit bureaus are rewarded financially if you have bad credit? And the worse your credit score is, the more money they can make off of you? How does that make you feel, knowing that banks are getting rich off of your hard-earned money? How does it make you feel, knowing that if a bank or a credit bureau makes a mistake on your credit report, they benefit from it and it hurts you? The Fair Credit Report Act of 1971 requires banks and credit bureaus to report only accurate information, and nearly 100% of all credit reports are inaccurate. If you're sick and tired of being broke and tired of being robbed by the banks, you owe it to yourself and to your family to call Rondi. Rondi is a FICO-certified credit professional and has helped thousands of people just like you get out of debt and establish great credit. Rondi's number is 855-608-1990. Again, that's 855-608-1990. Or visit creditsanitizer.com. Again, that website is creditsanitizer.com.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you a veteran, police officer, firefighter, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, you qualify as one of Ron Siegel's VIP heroes, and we have rewards up to $5,000 or $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with one of the Ron Siegel Radio partners. As one of the heroes, real estate agents will rebate part of their commission. Lending partners will give a credit at closing. The title company has special published rates, and many other service providers have incentives too. All you need to do is call Ron Siegel Radio at 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. Just think about what you will do with all the rebates and incentives from the partners of Ron Siegel Radio. Just call us at 800-306-1990 so we can show you our appreciation for your service.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and as your consumer advocate, I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. 1990. In the Mortgage Minute today, being brought to you by our friends at Gold Star Mortgage. When you're ready for that next mortgage, Gold Star has the programs and the products for you. You just need to give a call, 800-306-1990. Find out what is available. Get that Fast Pass loan approval. What's happening in the markets? Well, as I told you earlier, the Dow Jones down 411 points. The 10-year Treasury down a bit. It's down about 1 basis point now. The 30-year Fannie Mae bond, that is down 5 basis points. Not the question is, why is this happening? Well, the market's being down so much, there is that safe haven. We've got a shortened week. We always know on the shortened weeks that we get less activity, which means more volatility, and stocks being much lower. They opened up fairly benign today, but as I mentioned to you, they're down over 400 points as I speak. Mortgage bonds haven't been doing as well as one might think with the stocks down so sharply. In the housing news, as I started to mention a little earlier, the National Association of Home Builders Housing Market Index, which is a real-time read on builder confidence, dropped 8 points from 68 to 60. Current sales dropped 7 points to 67. Future sales dropped 10 points to 65. Buyer traffic fell 8 points to 45, which is in contraction. Builders report that they continue to see signs of consumer demand for new homes, but the customers are taking a pause due to concerns over rising interest rates and home prices, according to the National Association of Home Builders Chairman Randy Noel. It's a relatively quiet, shortened holiday week with both the stock and bond markets closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving and closing early on Friday. It'll be very, very quiet on Friday. It will be very, very volatile on Friday. News highlights of the week will be housing starts on Tuesday, existing home sales on Wednesday, and the rest of the week, Thursday, stock and bond markets are closed, and the bond markets close at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 o'clock on the West Coast on Friday. Mortgage bonds are trading in the middle of the range between support at the 25-day moving average and overhead resistance at the 50-day moving average. Bonds have about 8 basis points of room to the upside, 36 basis points to the downside before reaching the next technical level. So we have to be mindful that we could see some price swings and upside could be limited. The 10-year is trading at, I said, 3.066 in the middle of that range between 305 and overhead resistance at the 50-day moving average. The 10-year also has room to both the upside and downside. So we're not doing a whole heck of a lot in the bond market right now. We're just watching carefully what is happening. That is the issue. Obviously, it's the UK drama has still been carrying on as we've been talking about that one. And again, it's the safe haven. The people investors like to pull their money out of the markets, put it into safe haven. That would be the 10-year Treasury. They will leave it there for a very, very short period of time, and then they'll move on to something different. That is after the holiday is over. Then we'll start seeing that Santa Claus rally, or potentially see that Santa Claus rally. That is the Mortgage Minute, again brought to you by our friends over at Gold Star Mortgage. When you're ready for that next mortgage, Gold Star has the programs and the products for you. You just need to give us a call at 800-306-1990, and we will put you in touch with the right folks to get that Fast Pass loan approval. If you're a business owner, they've got the products for you as well, where you don't even have to worry about what your exact income shows, because as a business owner, we understand that you're managing your income. You are watching what's going on there, so we're going to watch that for you. There are programs for you while you're watching them. Minimize your taxes. I had this conversation with somebody last week. They didn't understand it very clearly. But business owners, one of the big things that business owners do on a regular basis is they write off as much as they possibly can against their business, their personal expenses, whatever they can legally. We never recommend doing anything that is not legal, that is not being approved by your CPA, your tax person. But here's the issue. Whatever you can write off legally, you're going to do that. Sometimes that means that you're leaving more money in your business, not taking it personally on your W-2. Well, then you look at it and say, well, how do I qualify for a new home loan? Well, the answer to that question is simple. There are a couple of issues, though. You need to go with a program that is geared for business owners. Okay, so I got it. Going to do that business owner program. But now how do I deal with that? Because the interest rate might be higher, and the answer to that is yes, the interest rate is a little bit higher. Okay, got it. Now what do we do with why would I want to have a higher interest rate? Well, think about this. If you pay, say, 2% higher on your interest rate, and I'm just using a number off the top of my head because I didn't run the exact numbers for you this morning, and every situation is a little bit different. But if we look at an interest rate that may be 2% higher on a bank owner loan as compared to what you might pay on a traditional jumbo loan, let's say $1 million loan. Okay, so what are we looking at then? If we start saying on those two different programs, 2% higher. Okay, so we're looking at, $250, $300 a month might be your potential payment difference. Nobody wants to pay an extra $250 or $300 a month. I get that part. So you look at the difference between a 4% payment on a loan, say, and you're talking about $5,200, 5%. So you're getting into $700, $8,400 a year. Actually, it's about $600 right there. So it's $7,200 a year. Got it. Now, if you take a $50,000 out of your business and take it as personal income, you're going to probably pay about $20,000 in taxes. So we've got an extra $7,000 on the payment of the home versus an extra $20,000 in taxes. Do you see how you might not care if the interest rate's a little bit higher, if you can justify it, if it makes sense in the overall setup of your fiscal package? But if you don't compare those issues, you never know. And we just say, well, I don't want to pay too much in interest. Well, I get it. Nobody does. But the whole point of the program is you need to be looking at the big picture, not just one component. One component becomes meaningless. So yes, you can qualify for that $1 million loan if you own the business 100% outright and not have to worry about changing your tax strategy. That's the issue right there. And a lot of folks don't want to look at both sides of that coin, but you really do need to. So one of the questions I get on a regular basis is, how do I get financially fit? It's got New Year's time, New Year's resolutions, and here's the exact question that came in. My New Year's resolution is to get physically fit, but this year I'm also very committed to getting financially fit, fiscally fit, because I'm planning on purchasing my first home. I understand managing my FICO score is an important step in this process, but I'm not sure what to do. Do you have any advice around how to manage my FICO more effectively? Well, of course we do. That's what we talk about on a regular basis. First, just like you would read some books on nutrition or exercise, well, you need to educate yourself on what it takes to get in good financial shape. The key to this is in understanding what factors have the greatest impact on your FICO score, Fair Isaac score, not your FACO score, not your Vantage score. To help you get started, there's a lot of free online tools. Just give me a call at 800-306-1990. I'll put you on our list to get some of these tools. But understanding your FICO score booklet, that'll help tell you about FICO health, FICO healthy behavior, and explain credit reports and FICO scores in great detail. There are different educational emails and videos that we send out on a regular basis. Second, just as you might put yourself on a schedule to start jogging a mile, then gradually increase the mileage, it's also important to set financial goals for yourself and stick to a plan as much as possible. This sounds simple, but when you've got bills to pay and credit card balances looming, it can be challenging to understand where to even begin. Do I pay this credit card off first? Do I consolidate my debt? Can I afford that new stereo I've had my eye on for months? When purchasing a new home or indeed applying for any new type of credit, it is very important to get the best interest rates possible in the overall scheme of what you're doing. Higher FICO scores generally mean lower interest rates. This can save you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. In general, a score of 760 and above will qualify you for the best interest rates on any type of loan. If you're already above this score, awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. If not, the top 3 priorities and goals should be to focus on our we're going to tell you about those top 3 goals when we come back. You got to love it when the clock says you can't get to them, Ron. You got to tell us all when you get back. So we will do that. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. We're going to talk about the top 3 goals that you need to have to get the best credit scores possible, reasons to list your house for sale this holiday season, and we've got so much more for you. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Connect with us, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. On Twitter @Ron Siegel. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1, Ron Siegel the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We will be back in just a few.
Siegel Lending Team offers you buying power. Let's say you can afford a monthly mortgage payment, including principal and interest, of around $1,900. With today's rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage of 3.75%, APR 3.85%, that payment could support a $416,000 mortgage. But if you wait and rates tick up to around 6.5%, which is roughly the average home mortgage rate over the past 30 years, that same $1,900 mortgage payment, including principal and interest, may only be able to support a $314,000 mortgage. That's over $100,000 worth of home you're missing out on by waiting. That's buying power. All you need to do to get started is reach out to the Siegel Lending Team at 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Payment example excludes taxes and insurance. Call us for full details, 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 or SiegelLendingTeam.com. Equal housing lender, licensed under NMLS number 217037.
Are you purchasing or own a luxury home? If you're like so many others, your home is your largest asset and the mortgage is your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team has some amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates below 4%, 15-year rates near 3.5%, and if you can believe it, 7-year interest-only hybrids in low 3s. The Siegel Lending Team has all the options for your jumbo or second home loan requirements. Take advantage of them while you can. To learn more about all the other financing products available from the Siegel Lending Team, call 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Again, call 1-800-306-1990. Rates subject to change without notice. Licensed by NMLS ID 217037 and 145502. Equal housing lender.
Homeowners that are 62 and older are about to find out a great way to live a better retirement. It's called a reverse mortgage, and SLT can help you learn more. Call the Siegel Lending Team at 800-306-1990 right now to receive your free booklet with no obligation. It answers questions like how a reverse mortgage works, how much you qualify for, the ways to receive your money, and more. When you call the experts at Siegel Lending Team today, you'll learn the benefits of a government-insured reverse mortgage, how it will eliminate your monthly mortgage payments, and give you tax-free cash from the equity in your home. Here's the best part. You still own your home. Now is the best time to take control of your retirement. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 to get your free brochure. Call today or visit our website at SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Or simply call 800-306-1990.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and as your consumer advocate, I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio. or anytime at 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text NEST, N-E-S-T, to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. NEST, N-E-S-T, 79564. Reasons to list your house for sale this holiday season. Every year at this time, there are many homeowners who decide to wait until after the holidays to list their homes for the first time, while others who already have their homes on the market decide to take them off until after the holidays. So we have 7 great reasons not to wait. Number 1, relocation buyers are out there. Many companies are still hiring throughout the holidays and need their employees in their new positions as soon as possible. Number 2, purchasers who are looking for homes during the holidays are serious buyers and are ready to buy now. Number 3, you can restrict the showings on your home to the times you want it shown. You will remain in control. Number 4, homes show better when decorated for the holidays. Number 5, there is minimal competition for you as a seller right now. Inventory of homes for sale traditionally slows in the late fall, early winter. And we'll take a look at the listing inventory as compared to the same time last year. Year over year supply continues, there's a little bit more right now, 1.1% over September of last year. The year, over the most of the months, October through May, we had a shortage in the year-over-year supply. June was up 0.5%. July was flat. August up 2.7%. September up 1.1%. Those are the latest numbers available from the National Association of Realtors. They came out just this month, November 2018, so that's about as current as you can get. Number 6, the desire to own a home does not stop when the holidays come. Buyers who were unable to find their dream homes during the busy spring and summer months are still searching. Number 7, the supply of listings increases substantially after the holidays. Also, in many parts of the country, new construction will continue to surge and reach new heights, which will lessen the demand for your house in 2019. We always want to have our homes for sale when demand is there. Bottom line, waiting till after the holidays to sell your home probably does not make sense. Just a thought for you. That's the real-time real estate segment. Again, brought to you by the area-trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text NEST, N-E-S-T, to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. That is our concern or thought for you today. So we've been talking about how to get financially fit. And we talked about a lot of issues in the last segment. Where we left off, the top 3 priorities and goals you should focus on are: number 1, make all your monthly payments on time. Most people with high scores have no late payments on their credit reports. Late payments have less effect on your FICO score over time. So even if you have late payments now, if you get current and stay current, your score will gradually go up. Number 2, keep credit card balances low. Most people with high scores use less than 10% of their available credit. This means that if there is a $10,000 limit across all your credit cards, a high-scoring profile would have a balance of $1,000 or less. And I'll talk to you about how to do that. It is always beneficial to you to make 2 payments on every credit card every month. You're going to make the minimum payment, whatever the minimum that you have to do, at the payment due date. That's the payment due date. Just make a minimum payment right then. Set it up in your system so that you're always in your banking system, your online bank. So you're always making a minimum payment then. Make the largest possible payment right before the statement closing date. So you're making 2 payments every month. It doesn't matter what the time frame is between those 2 payments. Just make sure you're making 2 a month, one right before the statement closing date, one right before the payment due date, and that's going to get you your best possible scores, because that's the way you're going to get that utilization number as low as possible. Number 3, only open new accounts when necessary. Most people with high scores have opened no more than one account in the past year. We understand that it's not always easy to juggle financial priorities, but if you put a plan in place, your financial health will get stronger over time, and you'll be able to throw your improved FICO score muscle around to get the best interest rates and get the best possible scores or pricing that fits your scenario. Just remember, it's not the same for everybody. Every individual is unique. Every score is unique. And the loan programs are all unique as well. So you've got to look at all of those things because they're not going to all get you the exact same data and get you the same results. We want to make sure that you're getting the best possible score for you and your family. Now, you get the best score, that will then get you to the best rate that you can have. And you're not always getting this best rate does not always mean that you've got to be just unique. It's not the same for everybody. And if you go and try and compare yourself to others, that doesn't work either. You've got to be unique. You've got to go and that's why the websites don't really work, right? I mean, if you go on a website and you look up what is the interest rate today. Well, the interest rate today is not going to be the same as tomorrow's interest rate. It's not going to be the same for every individual. They're all different. They're all unique. So what is right for you is a different program. I just shared with you in the last segment how it can be much more beneficial to pay a 6% interest rate over a 5% interest rate if you're a business owner. There are some very, very big benefits to that. A lot of people don't want to hear that. Why? Well, the fact of the matter is they don't study it enough. They just look at the headline, and the headline says, well, do it this way, and that's going to be the one size fits all for everybody. And I'm here to tell you one size does not fit all. I just showed you in that last segment how you can save, $30,000, $20,000, $15,000, depends on your situation, by doing things your way that makes sense for you, not for somebody else. Just a thought for you. Here's another question on the subject of finances. Will spending less and saving more improve my FICO score? Spending less, saving more. Well, saving is always good. Spending less, that just depends, right? Because if you pay your bill, your credit card bills, the way I suggested, twice a month, once right before the statement closing date, and then a minimum payment at the payment due date, it's not going to have an effect because it's going to show that your cards are being used on a regular basis. But being that you're paying it off as much as possible right before the statement closing date, it's not going to have any effect. So the FICO is not going to really care. It's just going to show that it's been used, but it's also going to have a minimal balance, whatever that minimal means to you. So the bottom line there is it's not going to really have a whole lot of effect for you if you make those payments the way I suggested. Will applying for multiple credit accounts hurt my score more than a single application? Great question. Love that one. And again, it's a depends answer. In many instances, you'll hear people say, well, if you apply for a lot of credit, it's going to hurt your score. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you go to a car dealership, if you're buying a new car, applying for several car loans within a very short period of time, within a couple of weeks, that's called buffering. And buffering does not hurt your credit score. It's basically the bureaus have it in their models that you are being prudent in doing your homework and looking for the best rate possible for you and your family. Now, if you go and apply for a new car loan, you apply for a new house loan, and you apply for 10 different credit cards, yes, that will hurt your FICO score in the short run. Maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe a little longer, but those inquiries fall off over time and have a diminishing effect over time. So the bottom line is you need to be watching what you're doing. If you're doing, if you're going at the holiday time and you're getting a new Home Depot card and you're getting a new Target card and you're getting a new Nordstrom card, yeah, that's going to have an effect. The bureaus are going to look at that. The FICO models are going to look at it and say, what's going on here? Why are we getting all kinds of new credit inquiries? Why are we getting all new kinds of credit cards? And then it's going to also have an effect on your history length. How long your history How long do you have those cards? Well, if you had one card for 10 years, now you got 3 new cards, and those are all brand new, well, your length of history is going to be diminishing because it's going to be shorter term. That will have a negative effect on your credit scores. So be careful of doing that. But the bottom line here is, does applying for many new credit accounts hurt? Depends if it's within that same industry like cars or houses. If it's within a bunch of different credit cards, that could be a problem. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, secret Black Friday shopping tips. I'm not a shopper, but I will tell you the tips. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Connect with us, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio, on Twitter @Ron Siegel. Stay tuned. We will be back in just a few.
Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area-trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Most businesses struggle to get the online reviews they need to get a competitive edge over their competition. Rex is a brand new technology that uses text messages to direct happy clients to your online review sites, Zillow, Google, Facebook, and Yelp, and unhappy clients to a private survey, so businesses can win more customers. Try Rex today by going to www.meetrex.com. Are you currently renting a home? Do you like paying someone else's mortgage payment? Why not explore the options to purchase your own home? Can you imagine a 30-year fixed-rate loan below 4.25% APR? This means with $10,500, you can purchase a $295,000 home and have a principal and interest payment of about $1,400 per month. What are you paying in rent? Does your family deserve the opportunity to take advantage of the current market? To learn more about these exciting opportunities, the Siegel Lending team is standing by to speak with you. Call now, 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Or visit SiegelLendingTeam.com. That's SIEGEL LendingTeam.com. Or 1-800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by NMLS ID 217037 and 145502. Equal housing lender. Not endorsed or sponsored by any government agency.
Do you have a goal of mortgage-free home ownership? What if your home was valued at $500,000? Are you aware that a free and clear home could be costing you $2,500 every month, $30,000 per year? The mortgage planners at the Siegel Lending Team would like to show you how you can own your home, generate tax-free income, and accumulate family wealth. You simply need to call the Ron Siegel Team at 1-800-306-1990. That is 1-800-306-1990. By sending the team a copy of your most recent mortgage statement, the team will send you a no-obligation real estate plan. You be the judge if this is right for your family. Again, all you have to do is send the team a copy of your mortgage statement by email to reap@ronsiegelradio.com or call today. Ron Siegel, 1-800-306-1990. That is 1-800-306-1990.
Rate subject to change and without notice. Licensed by the California DOC and BRE NMLS 217037 and 145502 and Cal BRE 0186945 and 1866775.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and as your consumer advocate, I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by CreditSanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It is wrong. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer has the solutions for you. You just need to get on board. Get that information as quickly as you can. And we've been chatting this morning. We've been answering a lot of questions about how to get financially fit in this environment as we start getting toward the new year. A lot of people have that as a goal, getting fiscally fit. How do you do it? What do you do? So we're going to chat about that concept. Well, what's the whole answer to it? I've been answering these questions a lot lately as far as what is our plan, paying and when and how to pay your bill. There's a lot of them out there, your credit card bills. So the issue there is always make sure you're paying them twice a month. That is the big issue. Pay those bills twice a month, and at the statement closing date, at the payment due date. Those are the key times there that you want to be making the payments. That way you don't have those big issues that we were talking about before in the scenarios of if you spend more money, because you're taking care of that in advance. That's why we want to make sure that is on your radar at this time of year. Pay those bills. If you have that account that is, what do they call the Christmas Club accounts? Those are always the times when you want to really be looking at that and pay the bill on the right times. That is our entire issue there. What other great questions do we have coming into Ron Siegel Radio? Let's see. Does a good score still qualify me? I'm not sure what that question means. On the one hand, I'm hearing that my good FICO score indicates I'm still a good credit risk, yet lenders who would have given me credit in the past may not want to do so now given this current credit crunch. I don't understand why they wouldn't want to lend to me if I have a good credit score. Well, the bottom line on this one is they do want to lend to you. It's not just the score. It's your debt-to-income ratio. What does your whole profile look like? So none of this just happens in a vacuum. They all want to look at multiple issues. Hey, let's get into this other topic that I had for you today. Black Friday shopping tips. It's almost Black Friday, and if you're like me, you kind of hibernate at that time of month or that time of year. It's gotten to be more like Black Friday week. My idea of Black Friday is go online and go to my Amazon account and pick up what I need. But the deals start earlier, run longer. If you want to really get the best deals, you have to shop like a ninja. I've got the best secret Black Friday tips you need to know about so that you can get the most out of your shopping and save as much as possible. So the Black Friday, it is the tips here. We just give it to you. I'm not a big shopping guy. One day of the month when you like to go out there and do some things, anything but go to a mall. So now to get to learn some of the secrets. Number one, shop using discounted gift cards. It's always fun to get a deal. It's even better to get a great deal. A simple way to do this is to shop with discounted gift cards. Before you head out to shop, visit a site like raise.com to find discounted gift cards. You can find gift cards for hundreds of retailers. Might be able to save money on Best Buy gift cards. Raise.com. Sign up for emails. Decide which stores you'll shop at this year. Visit each website. Sign up for the email newsletter. Important that you do this at least 2 weeks before Black Friday. Obviously, you're a little late right now, but it can take time before those emails start. I bet they'll get them to you. Prioritize your shopping list when making your list of items you need to buy. Notice I said need to buy. List them first by store, then by order of importance. This will put the must-find items at the top of the list so you can first focus on finding them as you visit each store. When you get there, first walk to that department to find the item you want. Have a backup plan. With the number of people shopping, there will be instances where you will not find the item you want. That means you need to have a backup plan in place and a second item. Add a second item to your list just in case you can't find the one you really want. Shop with a friend. Not only is this most fun to shop with someone you like, but it can be helpful too if there are a few must-have items on your list. You can work together to find them. Your friend can visit the electronics section for the video game you want while you are in the toy aisle finding another item on your list. Number 6, leave the kids at home. They want to know what's important option. They're gonna want to go to do what their things are. You're gonna want to do what your things are. They're gonna be bored. They're gonna want to go home. Just save it from the beginning. Leave them home. Price check in the store. You have a list. And also have your phone handy so that you know what you are buying, and you can check and see, is it cheaper to get this item on Amazon, or am I just wasting time here? Save a lot of money on some of these different apps that will do the price checking for you. Number 8, plan your shopping trip. Once you have your list ready, decide which stores you will need to visit first. I recommend you start with the one that has your must-have items. You can then figure out which ones to stop by after that. It must be on your list, and it must be on your route. Number 9, don't even try to price match. Most stores suspend all price matching policies on Black Friday. That means Target, Best Buy, Walmart. Don't ask. Shop on Wednesday. Sometimes the Black Friday prices are not always the lowest. Visit the store on Wednesday to find out. You might find that the price listed is the same as, if not lower than, what you find a couple days later. Go ahead and grab the item while you can. It's also true with finding the hot holiday toys. Find one in the store before the shopping frenzy hits. Grab it to ensure you have one for Christmas. This is also the time to figure out the other items you want and where they are in the store. So you're doing a little bit of surveillance on Wednesday. Number 11, score early deals. Many retailers now start to put items on sale online before Black Friday. This can mean amazing deals that won't be available later in the week. Follow sites which share these deals in an easy-to-follow format, like Penny Pinchin' Mom Facebook group. This way you'll not miss out on any of them being offered. Shop for other holiday events. This is number 12. Always make a list of the events coming up during the following year. For instance, if I know someone is getting married next year, look for the appliances or household items they might want. You might even do that on the day after Christmas. Number 13. You gotta love this one. Do not wear red if you're going to Target. When you're, I know someone that wore red to Target, asked for help all over the store. Number 14, shop online instead. If Black Friday stores are not your thing, you are in luck. Many of the in-store deals you'll be available online. The only items you'll not find are the doorbusters. Number 15, avoid Walmart if you can. While they typically have some of the best deals, keep in mind that you and 5,000 of your closest friends also want the same one. That means mobs of people. Yes, mobs of people. This is also historically where the fights and trampling seems to take place most frequently. There is no deal worth having where you risk injury of any sort, ever. Number 16, get out early. It means less sleep, but the sooner you can get to the store, the more likely you will find the items you want. Plan on waking up early or staying up really late to get the items on your list. Number 17, shop late. Retailers want to keep shoppers in the store all day long. They sometimes offer late shopper deals in addition to the early bird offers. Watch the ad to find out which items will be discounted later in the day. You might be able to sleep in, avoid the crowds, and still score an amazing deal. Number 18, follow your budget and use cash. Be careful there. Before you ever even make a list, you need to know your budget. Once that is set, get cash. Leave the credit cards at home. You'll think more about every purchase and reduce impulse shopping if you have to use your cash. There is no way you can overspend as you don't have the money to do it. Watch out for pickpockets. Number 19, know that doorbusters are few and far between. Retailers want to get you into their store to shop. The way they often do this is with the doorbusters. Make sure you read the ad carefully. Many times these are limited to 25 to 100 items at each store. That means if you are not in line super early, you will not get the deal. If you really want a doorbuster, watch for those which have a shopping guarantee, such as shoppers in the store at a certain time will be guaranteed to get that item. Walmart did this last year, so may see the same thing happening again, over and over again. Remember, not everything is really a deal. Not everything on Black Friday is a deal. Oftentimes, retailers do not have to offer their lowest prices until closer to the holidays. That may mean the item on sale 30% off might drop to 40% off or more the closer you get to Christmas. Always check the original sticker price on the product or the shelf. Compare that to the discount to see if you're really getting a deal. Not all items will be deeply discounted, so don't fall for the hype of the shopping season. Another thing you need to check is for the inflated discount. This is when retailers say an item is on sale for $89.99 down from $149.99. In your mind, you see a deal. However, a small bit of research shows that the retail price was too high to begin with, and everyone offers that item for the same price. It is not truly a deal. Number 21, know the return policy and get gift receipts. Number 22, use shopping bags instead of a cart. This one saved sanity many times. Maneuvering carts through crowds of people is difficult and can slow you down. Grab a couple of reusable shopping bags. Take them with you to shop instead. Maybe totes, stuff them full, carry them full. Number 23, talk to people in line. This is actually a fun one. Every time you are in line, chat with people around you. If you see something they have in their hand or cart and you want one, ask where they found it. Don't go putting extra stuff in somebody else's cart. I have been known to do that in the past if I would show up at a store. You know, they're so busy, they're not watching what's going on. Just throw a little something extra in their cart. And when they get up to the checkout stand, you just have a little bit of fun. That is the list of items and tips for the holidays from your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. And as I ask always, set that first radio preset button to come back here every day to join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to John, who's engineering us today. And, of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990 or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.